Good afternoon, students. This is Dr. Stedman. Hope you're having a good day and staying safe wherever you are in lieu of the inclement weather that we're having now, and then the predictions of some bad weather over the next couple of days. I just ask you to please stay safe and let's pray for each other. Dr. Revis and I met after class last evening, and we've spoken again today. We first of all want to thank you for being our students, thanking you for the work you've done to this point, and we want to thank you for the hard work that you're going to do. We realize that this is a very rigorous program. There's a lot to do and just a short time to do it in. But that's the nature of the program that you've signed up for. We know that we gave out a lot of material last night, a lot of information, and a lot of it, I know it's hard to absorb all of it at one time, and we don't expect you to fully understand everything, but we felt it very, very important that we expose you to as much as possible last evening, because we know what the next few weeks are going to entail for you. And that is why we had to present what we did have to present last evening. Thank you again. Thank you so much. There were some concerns at the very end of the class, and it related to the peer review process. And I'm going to begin by apologizing for Dr. Revis and me. Again, it was a lot of information. And honestly, you can blame it on a senior moment. You can blame it on just a brain fog, whatever. It doesn't matter. For the moment, I just could not put my thoughts together. So it took after class last night for me to stop and to rethink everything, to realize the information that we were not able to provide you with during class. So we've got all that straight now. And that's the whole purpose of this video, is to make sure that you do have a clear understanding of what's expected of you, and for you to be able to do it successfully this week. And that what we're really talking about is the peer review process concerning completing the peers for the reviews for your peers and how to submit it into Blackboard. I would advise you, please remember everything that Dr. Revis spoke to you about last night, and the comments that I would have made as it relates to the peer review process. And you can always refer back to that video that can be found under week 2 in Blackboard. You can always refer back to that for future reference. And we also emailed it to you last evening as well. So if necessary, go back and review that as many times as possible. The purpose of this video is to correct the issues or the concerns based on when you finish the peer review process. What do you do? And I'm just going to remind you that in Blackboard, there is a place for submitting your 2 peer reviews each time to Dr. Revis and me, and this is where you will find it. It says the APSL completed peer review drop box. Now, when you click on that, notice that it says APSL Task 1 peer review, APSL Task 1 peer review 2. The 2 people that you peer review, this is where you submit your work for review and evaluation from Dr. Revis or me. The first person you review, you will put it, you will click here and you will attach it as a Word document. And you'll do the same thing for the second peer review. You will open this up and you'll attach it as a Word document. These are the same 2 peer reviews that you're going to complete and submit for your peers to review. And that's where the concern was last evening. We were actually looking for something that wasn't there. And what you're supposed to do is in Blackboard, you go to discussion board. You click on discussion board, and you're working with the APSL Task 1, you go to APSL Task 1 for peer and instructor review. You click on that, but I want you to notice already out here to the side, it says total post. That means in this class, one student has submitted work for review. And actually, that's Jeffrey Chan's work. So I'm going to click on that, and it'll actually show you where Jeffrey submitted his work. Now, this is important that you pay attention to this. If Jeffrey is one of your peers that you're reviewing, and it doesn't matter, the others that are listed here, you'll find your people, and you will click on their name. I'm going to click on Jeffrey's because that's the one that's there. And I'm pretending that I'm reviewing Jeffrey's work. I actually did, but I'm going to pretend that I'm one of the students reviewing his work. When I open Jeffrey's name up, it gives me the opportunity to click on task 1 of his rough draft. You're going to read it, and you're going to provide candid feedback, just like I have already done, except you're going to use the template for peer reviews that's already prepared. All of your work must go in there, and remember, everything must be completed. You cannot leave anything empty on this form. We ask that you please be reminded that your work must be thorough. It must be, the comments must be of benefit to the person that completed the work, your peer. And it must also benefit you. There should be a learning curve for you as well. And as we indicated last evening, we realize that providing candid feedback is not always easy for people. And we ask that you be respectful and considerate in what you say, but you need to tell the truth. If there's something that you see that's not right, then you need to tell them so that it can be fixed. Once you have done that, you're going to reply in the same thread where you found this. You hit reply, and what you're going to do, you may want to put a note in there for Jeffrey or make a comment, something, anything that you want to say in there. You're going to browse your local files because you will have saved your peer review as a Word document. You're going to name it, and you're going to attach it to this thread, and then you're going to submit it. This gives Jeffrey or anybody else the option of going back into the discussion board, and it gives them the opportunity to review the work that you've provided and that you've attached to this thread. Again, that's the process, and you're going to do this individually. You're going to do the thread for peer number 1, and then you're going to do the thread for peer number 2, whomever they are. And then you're going to continue this process throughout the semester based on whether you're working with the APSL Task 2, Task 3, Task 4, and then when we get to the APTO, it's the same process throughout the remaining part of the semester. So I hope that this provides you with the information that you need to be able to successfully submit your peer reviews for the peers to see your feedback, and for Dr. Revis and me to see the work that you've done and give you your comments and grades on your work as well. Thank you so much, and hope you again stay safe during this storm, and work hard, get a lot done, get your work submitted in a timely manner, and we will see you next Tuesday.